What is up, guys? My name is Haji Salad. Welcome back to my channel. I hope every single one of you guys having a great day. I got another special video for you guys. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. For this video, I'm basically going to talk about life after college and what the truth and what the reality of life after college really is like. I have a lot of people on this channel that are interested in my journey and what I've done in my life and, just what I do as a career and how I can just help people get jobs and stuff like that. And I feel like college is one of those topics that people really never, talk about. I'm making this video for all those young people that are planning on going to college or even people that are in college right now, just to kind of give you guys a personal experience from a person who's been to college, attended college, a university for about 5 years, and now I've been graduated for about like three years now, I think. So just wanted to give you guys a reality what life after college is like. If you guys want me to give you guys a rundown of what life in college was like, because I stayed in the dorms and I had like the full college experience. If you guys want a video about that, let me know. I can certainly make a video about that for you guys. But for this video, I'm going to be talking about life after college. And these are just some harsh truths that I faced. And some of these things you might face. And some people may not face some of these things. But this is just something from my personal perspective. And hopefully this is able to help you guys. Hopefully you guys can relate. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, anything like that, let me know in the comment section. My Instagram and my LinkedIn are linked in my description. So please let me know, reach out to me, and I can try to help you guys to the best of my ability. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So I have 5 things for you guys. I'm just kind of explain. I don't want to get on a rant on this video. I just want to keep it really simple. Things that kind of stood out to me and what life after college really was like. So step 1, I feel like life after college is tough because number 1, although you got a degree in whatever you majored in, that degree that you have does not guarantee you a job. A lot of people go to college, thinking, hey, I'm going to get this degree and I'm going to, study this field and then I'm going to graduate and I'm going to be working in this field. No, that is not always a reality. College, in essence, is like an opportunity for you to go learn and to get an education, a very expensive one for those that don't have any scholarships, a very expensive one. And even if you spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on college, you guys, a degree does not guarantee you a job. And that's probably like one of the worst things about college and one of the scariest things, because you can go to a university, go to a school, and you can study this major or study this field for about like 5, 6, 7 years. And just because you studied that field does not mean once you graduate, you're going to be necessarily working that college, working that job that you studied for. And that's just the sad truth, guys. And it kind of sucks, but that's why it's really important to make connections when you're in college, to kind of learn about what you're studying. Surround yourself with people who are working those type of jobs. Try to work some internships so that way you can kind of learn that field and have some connections, because connections are really important. So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you guys. Just because you have a degree in that field, that degree that you have does not guarantee you a job. And that's just the sad truth. And I've worked at jobs where that wasn't my career field. That wasn't what I studied. I didn't study that. I'm a social work I study social work, sociology. And I was working at jobs where I wasn't doing any kind of social work, and it's tough, but that's just the reality of college. Now I'm kind of working in my field, but it took me a while to get to where I'm at. I'm not saying you won't eventually get there, but you might, after you graduate, you might spend a couple years working at places where you didn't necessarily study. So that's number 1. A degree does not guarantee you a job. So number 2, and this is a feeling that a lot of people get after they graduate college, you're going to start feeling like lost or feeling hopeless. Some people spend like 5, 6, even 7 years in college. And once they graduate, that was like their whole life. Like college was like everything for them. And sometimes some people graduate, and I kind of felt the same way. It's like you have post college trauma. Like it's so weird. Like when you're in college, you feel like you constantly have something that's due. You constantly feel like you have work. And sometimes when you graduate, and this is kind of how I felt too, I felt like I was so hopeless because college was like everything. I woke up, went to school, I thought about school, I thought about my assignments, I thought about where I had to be, my career. These things are very stressful, and you're thinking about these things every single day for like 6, 7 years while you're in college. So when you're finally done, it doesn't feel real. Like, I felt like the first year after I was done with college, I still would wake up and think I had assignments due. Like, I would still feel like, I had to be rushed to class. Like, it's just trauma. Like, you've been doing the same routine for like 5 to 6 years, and your brain is still stuck in that routine, but your body is like, oh, like, I'm not in college. So it gets kind of hard sometimes, and that's where like that feeling of being lost and like that confusion comes in after you've graduated college, and it's really, really tough. For me, I would say it didn't last that long, maybe like a couple months, like 3 to 4 months, where I felt that way. But after I got like a job or something and my routine changed, I stopped feeling that way. I stopped having like those trauma of like, oh, I have an assignment due and this and that. That's just the things that come with college. So you're gonna feel like you're gonna feel hopeless. You're gonna feel lost. You're not gonna have the same people surrounding you. Your friends are gonna be doing other things. If you went to school in a different state and now you had to move back home, it's gonna feel weird because now you're back home, you're not seeing all your college friends, so it's gonna be really, really tough. But tough times don't always last, so it's gonna take a couple months for you to get adjusted, to get used to it. But you can feel feelings of like hopelessness and feeling lost. So yeah, just be aware of that and just know that you're gonna be able to get through that. So that's another thing. Something else, sorry, I'm looking at my notes, guys. After you graduate, and I mentioned this at one of my first point, this is the third point, you are probably gonna work jobs that you didn't study. And that's just the truth. You're gonna probably be working jobs that you didn't study at all. When I graduated college, I think for about after I graduated, I was searching for jobs, and that job search took me for like about a month, and I found a job, and it wasn't something I wanted to do. I was working at a day camp for kids, and I worked there like throughout the summer. And this is not what I went to school for, guys. I didn't go to school to work at a day camp with kids getting paid like $12 or $13 an hour. I did not go to school for that. And I worked that job after I graduated for about, I would say, 3 to 4 months. I worked there for like the whole summer. So you're gonna work at jobs where you didn't necessarily go to school for. And this is just a reality, guys. I'm not trying to get on here and scare you guys and make you guys feel like, oh, this is gonna be crazy. This is just a reality. Like, you're gonna work at jobs where you didn't necessarily go to school with, and you might end up doing these things for like, several months, or sometimes maybe even up to a year. But the number one thing I would say to you guys is never stop searching for a job that you want to study. So if you went to school to be a psychologist, a nurse, or a technician, whatever the case may be, although you may work at a job that you didn't necessarily study. Make sure you're searching for jobs that you want to work at and that aligns with your degree. And even if it has to be like an internship, even if you have to go to some place for like a training or whatever, make sure you take those opportunities, because even if you take an internship, whether it's paid or unpaid, you're gonna get a chance to have an opportunity to work at that place. And even working at that internship, you're probably gonna develop a lot of relationship with the people that work there. You're gonna develop your network, and if they like you and you give them a great experience and you're a great worker, they'll probably hire you full time. So working a job that you didn't study for, it could happen to anyone. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, guys. It's not a bad thing. Still need to make money. You still need to pay your bills. Work that job for 3, 4, 5 months, but make sure you're still, searching for jobs that you went to school for. Make sure you're still searching for jobs that you want to eventually study that's within your career field. So I worked at a job for like 3 to 4 months that I didn't like. I didn't go to school for, but I knew I wasn't going to be there for a very long time. I just needed to make money. And once I figured out what I wanted to do and my job search was complete, I found a job where I went to school for. Ended up becoming a case manager. That's kind of the career field that I went and studied for college. So that's what happened to me. So don't be afraid if you're working a job where you don't feel like, oh, this is what I went to school for. It's okay. It happens to everyone. 4, you're going to be broke and you're going to have student debt. That's just the reality. You're going to be broke. A lot of people that go to college, some people work part-time. Some people don't work at all. That's just life. Some people need to put 100% of their focus in college. Some people need to make money because they have other payments, they have bills. Some people may even have a family going to college. So once you graduate college, you're probably going to be broke. You're probably going to have student debt. That's guaranteed if you take debt out. So it's okay. Like, it's okay to feel that broke feeling. It's okay, to be stressed out about debt. That's just life, guys. And I felt the same way. When I graduated college, I was dead broke. I was dead broke. And that's fine. It's college, is life. You're gonna have rough times. I wasn't really stressing because I knew I was gonna work my ass off to, make money and, begin saving money and try to work towards the things that I want in life. But you're gonna be broke, you're gonna have student debt. You're just gonna have to figure out how to deal with that. And don't stress yourself out. Like, you just got out of college, enjoy your freedom. I know some people that have debt, you get like a certain amount of time before you can start paying that debt off. So that's just the reality. You're gonna be broke. You're gonna be in debt. And once you finish college, hopefully once you land your career job, you'll be making tons of money. So, you won't be broke forever. I'm wishing you guys the best of luck in finding your career field. So that's just the reality. Being broke and being in debt after college is just something that we all have to deal with, except for some of those people that actually, manage their money very well. And some people work full time in college. I don't know how some people do that, but some people are very strong out here. But yeah, you're gonna be broke. You're gonna be in debt. That's just the reality of, after graduating college. So that's number 4. Number 5, and I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, and I'm just gonna get deeper in it. Number 5 is what you're gonna be feeling after college. Is just post-college trauma, guys. And this is a real thing. For me, at least, it was a real thing. I actually had to start going to see a therapist because I was just dealing with a lot in college. We all have friends, family, we have work, we have things outside of college. And that's what makes college so stressful. It's not just going to school. It's not just about, the classes and the professors. It's everything outside of college. You're dealing with your family. You're dealing with the job. You're dealing with bills. That's where all the trauma, the stress, and all that is coming from. And it's really, really hard to deal with that. And sometimes you can feel very alone. You can get depressed. And I've had moments where I've felt depressed and I was very vulnerable. And I just felt hopeless. Like, I felt like I wanted to drop out of college like twice, guys. And I was very serious about it because my mental was just not there. And I was going through a lot of things. And that's what college does to you. And I come from a family where I was a first generation college student. So my parents don't understand what it feels like to go to college or to go to even a regular school. They never had the opportunity. But, it was very stressful. I felt alone. My parents really weren't of any help. So I was just left to myself to figure things out on my own. And I started to go see a therapist just to talk about how I'm feeling, because it's hard for me to understand my emotions. I didn't have those skills. So I ended up seeing a therapist. And that's what I recommend to you guys too. If you guys are feeling any sort of stress, any trauma, anything while you're going through college, seek help, find some help, find a therapist. I know some colleges have therapists for their students, or you can even go outside of school to find a therapist after college. That's what I did. I ended up going to like a clinic that had that was very cheap, and that offered me a therapist that I could talk to like once a week until I felt like I was okay. But make sure you guys go find somebody to talk to, because college is not easy. It's very stressful, and it's not just about the school part. It's about everything else in life that can derail you and just make you feel sad and hopeless. And it's okay to get those feelings. I'm not saying it's okay to feel stressed, to feel depressed and all that. Those are natural feelings. We're human beings. It's okay to feel that way. We're emotional beings. But, it's not okay to, stay that way forever and just ignore those feelings. So make sure you see someone to deal with that. So that's the last step, guys. Post-college trauma is real, and it happens to a lot of people. And some people don't even know that it's happening to them. So make sure you seek help for that. So that's just something from my personal experience. Hopefully this video helps you guys a lot. If you guys are having a tough time finding a career, finding a job, and you want to switch careers, there's a thing called Course Careers. They're basically a program that helps people break into different tech career fields. It's excuse me, guys, I'm sick. It's basically like a course that helps you find a different career, high-paying jobs, whether you want to go into tech, whether you want to go into IT, tech sales. The link to the website is in the descriptions. Make sure you guys check that out. I'm slowly losing my voice. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys need any questions, any help, my Instagram, my LinkedIn is in the descriptions. Hopefully you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.